Hi, and welcome to this quick tool review. This tool review, I'll be reviewing a precision grinding vise that I purchased from Eisen Machinery on eBay. Eisen is spelled E-I-S-E-N. They're in Rancho Cucamonga. The brand name of the specific manufacturer of this grinding vise is Vertex, made in Taiwan. And came in this really nice plastic case. It was well packaged, covered in bubble wrap in a big box. The price was fantastic. It did come in, the vise itself was wrapped in a corrosion resistant plastic coating covered in oil. I've since cleaned it off. It came with this ground dowel pin that fits in the side of the vise. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. Maybe if someone knows, they could tell me. The finish is wonderful, all ground with a laser etched name tag on it. They claim it's better than half a thousandth across its surface, square and parallel. So let's go verify that. The price of this vise was $225 approximately. So it was an excellent price. If you compared this to the exact opposite end of the spectrum, like a Hermann Schmidt, the Hermann Schmidt equivalent of this 3-inch vise would be something on the order of, I guess, $900. So let's see how it fares on the surface plate. So here I have my tenths indicator, and it is really persnickety. You can see going off the edge that I am on the surface. The direction you move actually will dictate how the thing's going to read. If I go back and forth, it's different values. Not that the height is different, just the direction you're moving bends it enough. If each one of these segments here is a tenth, you can see it's a pretty big space for a tenth. So that means you could probably easily read another, 20 millionths of an inch, 0.2 of 1/5 of a division probably is readable without too much trouble. So you'll see as I go across here, it is flat, barely measurable. We're talking millionths of an inch variation. And just so you can see the difference, it's about 5/10 of an inch up on the laser etching. Well, actually there it looks like it's only 3, depending on where you hit. But about 3/10 of an inch for the laser etching on this surface. So if you go around, it's pretty amazingly flat. Certainly within 1/10 of an inch across the surface. All right, let me set up and see how flat this section is down here next. All right, so here's about as good as I can get it close to zero, making sure it returns to zero there. So as we scan down here, it doesn't even vary by more than 20 millionths down the length, even going into the middle. A little bit more of a dip there, almost 1/10 to the middle, but not quite. Let's flip it around. So once you get it set, you can see it doesn't even vary by a full tenth. Problem is when I go off the edge and, it's actually hitting the bottom of this before it gets over there. That's why it's screwing it up. The bottom of the gauge here is rubbing and being pushed up. That's why it's offsetting. So let's see, maybe I can flip it around. So let's see if I get a setting here. So we're at about 8. Let's see if I flip this around. Let's see if I can repeat this. And it's within 1/10. It's like, let's see, that would be 6, this would be 7. It was actually, let's see, it's 7 on this side, I believe. Oh, so 7. Oh, then depending on which direction you move it. Okay, so here we are at 7, staying within 1/10 easy. Coming off, flipping around. Within 1/10. All right, let's turn it on its side next and see how that works. Give me a second to set that up. All right, so here's the side. and it is very sensitive, as you can imagine, but within 1/10 the entire length. And just so you know that it's really there, that's fallen off the edge. There you go. Don't have this guy tightened down right now. And actually that one does inset. So there you go, square and parallel to within 1/10, in most cases better than 1/10, and I don't think I'm good enough to actually get those measurements. Very smooth action, tightens down nicely. All in all, an absolutely beautiful grinding vise for $225, 3-inch. Total dimensions, if you care, are 2.86, and it looks like it's maybe a little over 7 inches long. So, very roughly 2.6 inches tall. Excellent grinding vise. Bought it on eBay. Eisen Machinery on eBay, $220 some. Definitely give it a thumbs up. Absolutely outstanding. To within my ability, I can't measure it any more accurately. It's less than 1/10 over its entire range. I need a better surface height gauge, because this adjustment here has a little bit too much spring in it, and I can get it to move multiple tenths just by leaning on it. So I have to hold the sides and push really hard, and maybe there's some secrets to it that I don't know. So bottom line, excellent vise for the money in my opinion. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.